Hello and welcome to this video playing bahneh. Tough to say how this is pronounced, from the Philippines. Okay, all right. So I got 3 videos on today, and tomorrow there'll be probably something different, as there's a quarantine league played. It's actually tomorrow. No. So I will probably do a quarantine league video, which will be roughly 90 minutes of a whole tournament. But I confused the days, so I probably will be on Friday. Anyway, so here we have a Maroczy bind. A little bit confused why black is taking so much time early on. Yeah, bishop d7 or knight takes d4 is what they normally do. It's increment, so this you can take a bit of time if you know that you can speed up and don't lose all that much in terms of quality. Still a bit odd. a6, yeah. Queen d2 is kind of normal. I also play knight c2 regularly in these lines, but it's not a huge difference in quality. You can play it like I'm doing now as well. I just have to be a little bit cautious with precise move order. I think here f4 is a thing. f4, queen a5. Yeah, should be fine. Queen a5 threatens knight takes e4. This is a standard tactic. This f4 approach becomes interesting if black plays with bishop e6 like he did here. Now he's switching back to bishop d7 setup. Okay. I can play bishop c6. Well, sometimes you can go e5 and directly punish black for, possibly punish black for the move order. Okay, bishop to d3. This is a bit different, this f4 approach, than your typical f3 type of Maroczy bind. Here white is playing a bit more aggressively. The d4 bishop is not defended. This is something that might prompt tactics. Yeah, like this one. I was just thinking about it, yeah, that this is maybe possible. If I take twice, then he has knight takes e4. Yeah, so I probably should have played this a bit differently. Okay, I can take an e5, but then he can also move the knight due to my unprotected bishop. He doesn't have to recapture, so I rather go back and now have the idea to play f5. You know, knight g4 is definitely an idea as well for black. Knight g4 will more or less secure that he's getting the bishop. I mean, I have no square to go to. This will be hectic at the end, yeah. He's taking a lot of time, and the same is basically true for me. Okay, so I'm pushing the knight back. Okay. It's not so much that I love that bishop, but I want to have the d file half open. Okay. It's an interesting question if I should trade this bishop with bishop h6 or not. I will do that. I'm not sure about it. But I think that potentially weakening his king can be a good thing. It's not clear. Bishop e3. Bishop e3 to d4 also made quite a bit of sense. Why is taking ages? That's really odd. Yeah, so that's a double attack, but I didn't really think that I have to worry about bishop takes e4 here. He might still want to do it. I have rook f4 though. Okay, so he's preparing queen g7, I think. Yeah. Yeah, he's doing okay. The move f5 is possible. I think it's just good. I mean, I think he does not dare to play it with the time ticking down. Okay. Knight d4 is desirable, but it doesn't have many squares. So this is an interesting ending where black is fine, but let's see what happens. a3, prepare b4. I still have a lot more space. I'm not sure if that was a good idea. He can play rook a8 now. Yeah, that was probably not so great. Yes, knight e5 check here, but okay, don't see really what else. Wow, that's a strange square. If possible, I'd like to have this bishop on f3 so that the knight is more or less dominated. That looks like the right way to do it. And my pawns should win the day. Yeah, and that's it. It was a bit, it was not really a game where I had control over things. I think he had many good opportunities. And it seems like I did something wrong around here. After, like, allowing this tactic was not, with e5, I mean, was not really good. So it turns out that e5 is strong. I mean, I kind of suspected that, but I couldn't. I saw this, obviously, but now e5 is attacked, and I couldn't quite figure this out. Queen f4 is stronger ever. I saw that, but I wasn't sure about it. Yeah, but it is strong, right? I mean, what's his move here? h5. I can just put this here. Then h3, yeah, it's good for white, yeah. Okay. So b3 is lame. And in particularly lame now here with bishop d3, e5, which is strong. And here I'm fighting for equality, basically. Takes, this one. I actually think that, okay, here's bishop d4. So I should start with king h1. But, I mean, the general structure, I think, should be roughly equal. I don't think that black's better here, or on the opposite end of the spectrum that I'm better. Bishop h6 I played. Yeah, the engine wants to play bishop e3 indeed. Yeah, I mean, that looked better, right? Here, okay, this is indeed, I think he can take the pawn, actually. I mean, maybe not now, but like here, f5. That's what I meant. F5. That's what I meant with taking the pawn. Yeah. So this was possible here, or we played this, and again f5. I think that works. I think he was maybe irritated with the time being down, and he's playing more or less like non-committal moves. But yeah, here I'm quite happy again with the position, and I could have taken a5. I didn't see that at all. I mean, now it's more or less a bullet game with an increment. Queen g3, king here. Yeah, this ending. This is an interesting ending because when black has the knight on a good spot and has a mobile pawn majority on the king side, so that must be good for black in some way. But it turned around pretty quickly. Nah, not pretty quickly. That's wrong. But I think I was at least out of trouble quite quickly. So king g7 is what the engine prefers, simply keeping the e-file situation, and then f5, I guess. But that is not a mistake, I don't think, for black. b4, I mean, I played b4 quite quickly. And I'm not sure about it. So takes, rook a8 is looks kind of obvious. And I wasn't sure here at all. Rook e1. Okay, this is good for white. That's interesting. Yeah, rook e6 is the thing. Yeah, one thing probably here, if they play knight e5, trying to block that, I can take on e5. Yes, that is not particularly surprising. This is just a deadly steamroller. Yeah, that's clear. So he has to play rook e8, it seems. then this is preferable for sure. My move, I mean, again, it was very low, time. I just wanted to make sure that he's not invading on the third rank. Knight e5, I thought c5 actually. There seems to be an issue with the move. Ah yeah, okay, the issue is b takes and check. That probably would have won then for him, because I think I would have played c5 here. And this is not a good position. Rook a1, and now I was very hectic. Yeah, g4, probably not great. And here I believe that that should be fine really with the super active king, unless he has something great. And now there's a very small rook f1. Okay, that once you see it, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's basically chasing the bishop the whole time. I have to move it and he can chase me the whole time. I have no good square to go to. I clearly cannot, let's say, go here, as then the f pawn is running. And this is probably lost now, yeah, as I win all those pawns. Yeah, that is lost. I don't think... My technical play can probably be improved, but it's not... I don't think I could have taken the knight. Okay, I mean, if you have 8 seconds, I can take the knight the whole time. That's crazy. But I was just simply looking at the pawns and seeing that I can promote them. So still, you should see that. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't play the opening phase right. Yeah, right after, like here. Here. The move e5 is really what I should play here. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching.